What's going on, guys? My name is Mike Brown, aka ReviewKingMB, and you know what I'm here to do. I am here to review Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, which is a 2005 film that was directed by Mike Noel, and it's based on the novel with the same name written by J.K. Rowling. The plot of this movie is you see Harry Potter, who he accidentally somehow gets his name placed into this school competition. And when I say competition, I'm not talking about a spelling bee or some arts and crafts thing. No, I'm talking about almost like a Hunger Games-esque series of rounds of skill and endurance and all of these deadly things to prove who in the school is the most worthy, the most honorable. But not only that, you see that he's having a lot of dreams about Lord Voldemort. And that's basically confirming the impending return of this villain. Now, what I thought of the fourth Harry Potter movie was, I liked it. I liked it a lot. In fact, I think out of the first four movies, this is amongst my favorites. Obviously, I've said it, and I'm aware that these movies are 2.5 hours long, but it wasn't until this movie where I kind of was sitting there and going like, wow, there is so much in this movie, so much going on in this movie, but not in a bad way. I want to talk about first Harry having these dreams about Voldemort. Very creepy, very much like you can tell these two are connected. It's not so much of a dream as it is a memory, and it's showing that Voldemort is getting stronger and he has all these followers and he can possess people. I'm amazed by how much they've been building up this character, but before I get too much into that, I want to talk about this competition. Like I said, I can't believe that this school has these kids doing competitions like this. I mean, I know that nobody's supposed to die, but it seems so dangerous. When you see when they have to almost slay a dragon, I'm like, how are they not supposed to die? Or when they have to swim and they get tangled up by all those creatures down there. I almost said mermaids. Harry's biggest competition in these rounds is Henry, played by Robert Pattinson, who I'm sure a lot of people know as Edward from Twilight. At least that's how I know him. Now, some other people might just solely know him from this movie because they don't watch Twilight, don't care about it, whatever. I like seeing him in here, though. I thought he was fine. But just, I like the character. I like that even though he was Harry Potter's biggest competition, the guy who he was competing with almost neck and neck, and he was quite good, he wasn't cocky. He wasn't an asshole. He wasn't like this douchebag guy like Malfoy or something. Like, no, he was a likable guy. He had honor, respect, like Harry did. The thing that I was upset watching with this was seeing Ron Weasley get mad at Harry because of somehow Harry's name being put into this, and he got very jealous. He was upset to see Harry once again taking the spotlight, the glory, and this is something that Ron's just sick of being the sidekick, the best friend. I understood where he's coming from, but seeing him and Harry go at it and fight to a degree, I didn't like that. I didn't. I like Ron too much to see that happen. Also later on, when you see Ron sort of getting jealous of Hermione because Hermione is getting older, she's getting prettier, and other guys are noticing. And it's not almost until they have this side plot of them having to ask a girl out to the dance, which is when Ron almost realizes that he might have feelings for Hermione. Interesting. I really enjoyed seeing them have to ask a girl out to the dance, though. I don't know why. Something so simple and so teenagery. I mean, they're teenagers now, so obviously we're working in other girls in the school and relationships that could go on there. But it's something so simple that in a universe, in a fictional setting where it is all about magic, it is all about wizardry and creatures and goblins, that you can't have something so human. So again, I like that. You have Brendan Gleeson as the new teacher, who I like this actor, but, and this is something that I've noticed beforehand, but when you see how this whole series is filled, almost every actor, if not every single actor, are British. Like, there's no Americans involved. I mean, maybe there is, but everybody just seems to be British. And for such a high-profile franchise, I like that. I like seeing, you might not think of it this way, but this is a foreign-based movie. So, I don't know, just something to point out. And also the way that Brendan Gleeson looked with his eye, his fake eye. I mean, it was obviously so fake, it looked like a toy. But that's why it was hilarious. Whenever he was talking to somebody, or if he was getting a little angry, the eye would move around like crazy. Now, let's get to the very end of the film. I'll stay away from too much spoilers, but when Lord Voldemort becomes full, he comes in, and he's played by Ralph Fiennes. That was something I was surprised to see. I was surprised to see him become fully formed and in the flesh and go head-to-head with Harry Potter. Wow! Because obviously I remember trailers, and I've seen the posters of him showing up in later movies as a real villain, but seeing him show up right smack dab in the middle of the franchise was a pleasant surprise. I mean, he's been built up enough. You can tell by the way it ends that we're not done with him, but it was enjoyable to see how he looked, how ugly he looked, but how much of a presence he had as a villain. What more can I say about this film? I very much enjoyed it. So guys, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later.